To understand the context, I want to take up two things. First, you have got from the Ministry of Education a report that has come, report on the secondary education review and implementation. Have you seen this report, many of you? Okay. Now, I just like to take a few points and to situate what we are doing in the context of this report. Okay? And then we will situate what we are doing in the context of the youth, the students that are coming to our class. So what is it saying is, it focuses, the report says that there are certain development characteristics. It is a period of transition, change and stress. So we need to understand they are in the stage of transition. They are going to a period of stress, change is there. And so what it is, and then there is a whole section in the report of what do we call that, TSR, teacher-student relationship, and where the Ministry of Education is recommending to give one period in the curriculum for TSR. They are given 5 options, and the first option is basically one period has to be allocated every week just to promote the TSR. Okay. So it is talking about a period of transition change, a time for identity formation. Identity is built on certain values, certain options, certain choices, and so certain assumptions and all. So it is very important that they see us teachers as role models who will help them in clarifying some important co-essential of life, to see this formation, time for identity formation, a time for asserting independence and changing relationship. So this is a time in which they are also growing in independence, and so we will have a time when they can misuse that independence, but to help them to understand. Sometimes independence would be no rules, so it may initially start with that, and so sometimes certain things happen in the school. Why are you punishing me? Why are you putting us under stress? But these are certain coming partly because of the growing age. A season of vulnerability. That whole period is students are vulnerable, and it is a stage of experimentation. Lots of curiosity. The hormones are at work. So lots of stages for all those areas. So these are the development characteristics that are mentioned, and a time for setting the stage for the future. This is the time in which they are looking at various career options, looking at their own talents, their own academic records, and seeing where they do fit into the schemes of things. So remember, it's not an easy time for most people. For most people, it's not an easy time. And if they feel it is an easy time, probably they're not going in an acute way of what they're supposed to do. So I normally tell the students, if you're feeling this, thank God that you are normal. If you're not feeling this, pray that you become normal. So this is a way to look at it. So you really help students that if they are going to a stage. Okay. Now, what is the ministry saying in the implication? So what is it requesting teachers? What is it requesting the school? It is saying provide necessary social and emotional support. Now this is the role that the ministry is telling us, and this is what it would like to see by 2013, 2015. This is the new trust, and so there will be a lot of changes coming up in the next few years regarding personnel, regarding curriculum, regarding trust in the school. Okay? So provide necessary social and emotional support, build identity through character development programs. So this is where ACCS has prepared these programs. We are all participating in this integral pedagogy. So whether you're teaching science, whether you're teaching maths or music or computers, you are able to to build their identity through your subjects, because we are using reflection as a strategy. Harnessing of peer influence. So whatever it is, peer influence is going to be with the students. So the point is, if we work with groups, we work with individuals, we can build up this protective layer. So further on it says you have to bring this protective layer in the lives of the students, because if they feel too insecure, then they are going to make a lot of mistakes. So the relationship that the teacher has with the students becomes a protective layer in which then the child can experiment, child can lean back on the teacher can be a sounding board, all these things. So this is what it is talking about, and give students opportunity to establish themselves, respect their views. Even if you get nervous, you get frightened, but respect their views. This is what the MOE is talking to us, its implication in education, and help students in reflecting. So what we are talking, action, making better choices, having a change in attitude, look at different ways at looking at situations, at people. Okay, so this is what it is talking about. Now we are not going to spend much time. It is also talking, the context in Singapore is demographically changing. That means, what is it saying? It is saying the fertility rate is coming down, the population is coming down. There is increasing lifespan of people is increasing. That means more elderly people in the Singapore community, society. There is a growing non-residential population. So this is the context from which our students are coming, a context in which we have to address education. Then it is talking about global economy and challenges. So we are not in a static, but it is in a global economy. So the students are looking the forces of the global economy, they have to deal with it, and what is it calling today. This global environment requires flexibility. It requires flexibility. I can't get it. Okay, creativity, innovativeness, and networking ability. Now these are not subjects in our schools, but we need to help them. So if you are aware of some of these things, you help students through whatever you are doing to help them. Then they say also about income disparity. And so they are seeing education as a crucible of social level. Okay, and it is also talking about inculcate a strong sense of social responsibility and service to the community and nation. So this is what the MOE is talking about. Our context is that we need to create in students, because somewhat with this heavy curriculum, this has been missing, and so the Ministry of Education is saying, no, we need to move towards this area, social responsibility and service to community and nation. Okay. Am I too fast? Is it okay? Okay, fine. Okay, now where did I go? Okay, we have done that. Okay, the next one is, it is talking about a context in which works is changing. So today we are living in the age of knowledge intensive. So the importance of continual learning. So what is the Ministry of Education is saying is, we need to impart skills of learning rather than specific knowledge. Specific knowledge gives us the grade, but skills for learning helps us to continually update ourselves. How do I update myself? So it is talking about that context also. Then it is talking the context of technology literate. Okay, so it is saying we have to see how ICT can as a key enabler both in formal, and it is talking about here social connection and values, the role of families to promote values. So what the ministry is talking about to achieve in 2015, the ACCS and Catholic education has already started thinking, and the course that you are attending, you have got the head start in one sense, how we can do this across all subjects. That's basically what I wanted to talk about. The education. There are lots of other things, but this is okay for us. And one more area which I wanted to talk about